Back to School Night Virtual Edition. I am Craig Holton with my partner in crime here, Mr. Nick Cady. We get to teach the Introduction to Engineering Design course for your wonderful students. I get to teach periods 2 and 3. He gets to teach periods 1, 4, 5, and 6. Mr. Cady, I'll let you have it.
Yeah, we're super excited to be back, and we're already going. We've been working with the students in this first quarter for 3 weeks now, and it's going so well. So we're excited to walk you through a little bit about what the course looks like, the expectations, and the direction we're headed. So here we go.
Awesome. We're really missing the chance to interact with you in person, but we're going to make the best of this thing. So here's our plan for this video, and if we miss anything that you want us to go over, don't hesitate to shoot us an email. Mr. Cady and I love talking about this all. We love having conversations with parents. We really see this as a partnership. So don't hesitate to reach out to us. Here in this video, so of course, hello introductions. We're going to talk about some of the courses, main resources. We're going to talk about what the heck is IED, Introduction to Engineering Design. We'll talk about what are we going to do this semester, how to have a great time and be successful, a couple recommended materials, and then some big picture Centaurus engineering items. Okay, so first, this is a document that your students have seen every single class period, and we hope they have it bookmarked. We hope they're using it often. We've also built it so it's accessible to anyone with the link, so you're welcome to bookmark it as well. This is our outline for the entire course of Introduction to Engineering Design. A couple things to point out. There at the top in blue in the far upper left corner, you'll see announcements, tips, and questions. If a student misses and they need to get caught up, they can check there. Right next to that there in the middle, you see there are live video links for Mr. Cady and for myself right below. In the right corner, Amazon, we have a contract with Amazon to host some of our software. You click App Stream to access a bunch of our software. In the upper right corner, you see our Schoology pages linked. Going a little bit further down, you see in column C, we have the unit. There in column D, the specific parts, what should be done by that day. Again, if you want to work ahead or if you know you're going to miss, make sure you're caught up to that in column D there. In column E, you see we have most of our videos linked, and then additional information there in column F. That's great. Okay, if you want access to this, you can pause now, and there's a QR code that you can pull up with your iPhone to scan it or any other QR reader and pull up that schedule. It's also available on our Schoology pages and websites.
All right, so a little bit about the class. This is our foundationals course. It's all the basic skills we need all of our engineering students to have so that then they can move on to any of our other 8 engineering classes that they'll have offered to them once they complete this course. So one of our goals for me and Mr. Holton, the real goal at the end of the year is that we've hit that sweet spot. We've covered really good material and taught the kids really great skills, but at the same time, they had a fun time with it, and they're excited about engineering and what they did in class. So what we do is we try to build our projects in a way that allows the kids to get creative, have fun, and learn good stuff. In a nutshell, I'm going to describe a few of the projects that your kids will be doing this fall and into the spring. We start the year off with the cube project. It's a cube puzzle. We usually start it on day 1 or day 2 of school because we like to just jump in and get this stuff going. So you've probably seen some cube designs and some cube puzzles around the house already if your kid is in engineering. Quickly, we move away from the cube and into project 2, which is the train project, and you can see that fancy looking little train there. The kids within the first 3 weeks of school are getting into advanced designs. For this, the software we're using is called Autodesk Inventor. For the cube, we used Onshape. But one of our goals is to expose the kids to lots of different tools, engineering tools and software, so that when they move on to whatever comes next, whether it's college or something else, they're not stuck in any one software. They've got the confidence and the toolbox to sit down and figure out whatever it is they need to do to be successful. So we start with those 2 projects. Then we'll move into some Khan Academy coding. We do some programming on Khan Academy, and you see the cute little snowman right there, and they design a little frog and all kinds of fun stuff. It's JavaScript. For us, we think it's really important whether the kids want to be a computer programmer or they want to be an environmental engineer or an aerospace engineer or civil and architectural engineer. Whatever field they might be going into, it's good to have some basic foundational skills in computer science. So we like the kids to get into some programming and learn the logic behind it. After that, they'll be doing the Lego project. And you can see a design right there. That's actually from a freshman last year. So all of the parts were reverse engineered and created to be exactly what they needed to be so that you can bring each of those parts into an assembly and put it together. And the only way it fits together exactly how it should is if you get the math right. But it's a lot of fun and the kids get a chance to be creative with it. We're also hoping to get into our Spark Fun unit, which is circuitry, where the kids are building different circuits that have different functions, and they're having to put together the algorithm for it to get it to actually do what you want it to do. So they're going to learn a lot of neat things this year that most of them have never done before. And we're excited to be able to walk them through it.
All right, so this is one of the slides that we went over with your students there early on, right at the start. This is brand new. We're really hoping the students will feel comfortable to ask us questions. Ask us questions in class, email, office hours. We have office hours Tuesday through Friday, 3 to 3:45. Wednesdays, we have advisory, so not on Wednesdays. This is a new experience, and we're having the kids learn new ways of thinking, new software. Questions are a big part of this, so we're really hoping we'll get lots of interaction, engagement, and questions. The whole class is project-based, and each part of the project builds from each piece of the previous one, so we really want to make sure we stay on top of our projects. Okay, on to materials. The computer kind of goes without saying, but we also really encourage everyone to be using a mouse. Doing CAD work with a touchpad is really challenging. So as much, if at all possible, we encourage everyone get a mouse, especially one with the wheel. The wheel actually has a lot of functionality in these platforms. We really enjoy this stuff. We hope your students enjoy the projects. Dive in, give it a taste, and it will be a good time. Finally, on software, the district has made an arrangement with Amazon to host most of our professional level software, so we are still able to give the same experience on Autodesk Inventor and SolidWorks to your students, and this is a solution that we're really excited to share with you all.
There's two last things we want to share with you. As I mentioned at the beginning, this is our intro class. It is the foundational course. It's the skills that we want all of our students to have, so we don't want to have to reteach them again in all of our other classes. After this, your students get a lot of options on what they take into the upper level engineering courses. So if they're sophomores, juniors, or seniors next year, they can choose between our civil and architectural engineering class, our biotechnical engineering class, computer integrated manufacturing, which is our robotics and advanced manufacturing class, and AP computer science. If they're going to be juniors and seniors, they have additional choices. So engineering, design, and development, which we typically just call senior design, it's the capstone course for our non-IB students. IB design technology, which is offered SL and HL. The IB kids know what that means. That's our capstone course for our IB students. Aerospace engineering and IB computer science. So we have lots of options, and what we see is that kids choose their own route through engineering, which is really great. We love that. They can figure out what they're interested in, what they're most passionate about, and explore it through high school. The last slide we want to share with you is that we are partners with CU Boulder, and we have been since the creation of this program back in 2002. So when the district and Centaurus High School and CU Boulder sat down and drew together a vision of what might engineering look like at the high school level at Centaurus High School, we had certain foundational things that we wanted to make sure we built into there, and it's been wonderful. We've grown pretty much every single year since then. We're hovering around 500 students or so in Centaurus engineering at this point. What CU is seeing is that the kids coming out of Centaurus know so much about engineering and are so passionate about engineering that their retention rates at the university levels are really good. So CU has offered us guaranteed admission to their university engineering program if students hit certain minimum standards. So you can see them listed out here. But really, in a nutshell, what it means is, do you have to be a perfect student? No, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be really good. You have to be an A-B student. You have to work hard, you have to take rigorous classes, and you need to do well on your tests. And if you perform well enough, CU guarantees you a spot in their engineering program. Okay, that question comes up a lot, and we're always happy to talk about it. So like Mr. Holchin said at the beginning, feel free to reach out to us, drop us an email, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you and get to know you as well as your students.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching.